Hello, and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Oh, hang on, let's put this out. Oh, hang on. Go. Oh. And as always, it just puts national on my white desk. Lovely. There we go. I hope you're all having a lovely. I can't even remember. I'm off work at the moment, so I have no idea what day of the week it is. I think it's Thursday. I lifted heavy weights this morning and then spent the afternoon power washing in the garden, so I'm quite. My hands are going to be a bit weak, but we'll give it a go. I'm a bit sleepy as well, so apologies if I get a bit wibbly wobbly over words. We're going to start with the Green Witch's Oracle deck, one of my favourite decks. I love this deck. Oh yeah, my hands are quite weak. Okay. So, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome in. I would say pull up a chair and get cozy by the fire, but it's coming out of winter time. It's now spring, so I'll need to think of something else to say. These don't seem to want to go. One more try. No, let's try this deck. Let's try the Minology cards then. Sorry, sometimes the cards just don't play ball. Okay, move the box here. The box. The other thing. This is the Minology Oracle deck. Yeah, these are playing ball a bit more. Hang on. That one. Oops, no, I shoved it back in. That one. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Ooh. Doesn't need to be romantic. Could just be the first move in something else. The answers you need are coming. Full Moon in Gemini. Okay, so if you're bold and make the first move, the answers you're looking for, you'll get them. That's the tips. Time to release misogyny. No, it's time to release negativity. Full Moon in Scorpio. Ooh, so maybe the energy. Hang on, just a second. The energy. Oh, sorry. The energy I'm getting here is not head tapes. What's the other one? Social, maybe social conditioning from your upbringing, someone's upbringing. Maybe you're, because this is time to release negativity. So I'm not verbalizing this very well. This is time to release negativity. It sounds like it's a way of being or a way of approaching life or doing something that you've never really done before. I'm getting this kind of shrinking violet energy. And it's time to let go of that way of thinking and be bold and make the first move. And you know what? Instead of sitting worrying about something or wondering and whatever, then you'll get the answer if you do that. But it's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. That's one of my favourite phrases. Feel the fear and do it anyway, you know? Fear doesn't mean you shouldn't do something. It's just an emotion. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, well, there we go. This is interesting. We have a quote from Gone with the Wind. We've actually got two, so I'm going to take them both. Do you know, this one has never come out the happy deck. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, which is Clark Gable. Rhett Butler says that to Vivian Lee, Scarlett O'Hara at the end of Gone with the Wind. If you're very, very young, you won't know this film. It's 1939 or 1937 it was released. My granny went to see it at the cinema. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see it. Confucius. This is interesting. Okay. Let's go with. I was going to take a Norwegian. Well, I forgot I was going to do the Norwegian rune. I don't have any space for it now. Now let's go start with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Although the Green Witch's Oracle deck is now calling to me, so let me see if that one wants to go first. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's this one and then the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Just take 5. Okay. Basil, I need my specs. Sorry, guys. Oh, I did heavy squats and immediate deadlifts today. I feel like well, I am an old lady, but yeah. Oh, right. Basil, prosperity, luck, and love. Okay, and that was me. That's a very old TV show called Faulty Towers. In the late 70s, early 80s. And the main character is called Basil. Basil. Spring, rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. Got some tulips here and an egg and a nest. Eggs in a nest. Oh, for goodness sake. That one, that one, that one. Butterfly right in the middle. Transformation, joy, beauty, transience. Okay, that's beautiful. Butterfly often represents metamorphosis, so it's about change, growth. You know, you were once a caterpillar, and now you've gone into your pupa, and you've done your healing, and you're coming out as a butterfly, and you're just completely nothing like who or what you used to be. What? Who or what you used to be? Okay. Well, maybe you used to be a frog or something, and you're Rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. I had that come out last time, actually. And one more. So I've got metamorphosis right in the middle of this, which is really good. Most of my readings tend to be about personal growth and change. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Trunk, stability, loyalty, and reliability. Okay, so we've got an owl sitting in a tree in a little hole, and there's kind of like fungi growing up the side of the trunk. Okay, interesting. Right, so we've got some change and growth here. Possibly about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I need to shuffle these one. Oops, that's just making a big mess already. These cards are slightly too big for me. This side on. That. Oh, okay, that one and that one. And that one. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, we've got a lantern fairy, a clear solution. Okay, getting a little bit of a hermit energy from that. It's not necessarily about going within, but it definitely seems like shining a light on something. Prosperity, luck, and love. And then we've got Candy Cane Angel, it's time for a treat. So I should show you these. That's coming out on Spring, Awakening, and Rebirth. Time for a treat. Yeah, it's time to treat yourself or look after yourself or not hold back anymore. Like I'm getting a little bit of a holding back. And this reading's about being bold and making the first move. And it doesn't need to be about romantic. It could just be about changing jobs or bringing up something difficult or, you know, just something. Booking that trip you've always wanted to book, but you're maybe afraid of doing it solo or, you know, whatever. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. On top of butterfly. Again, this is coming back to holding on way too tight. Almost feels like a way of thinking. She's kind of holding a, oh, I forget what kind of cross you call it. It's a Celtic cross. It's got the Celtic knot on it. She's holding kind of a Celtic cross. It's giving her kind of Wheel of Fortune vibe. Maybe holding on way too tight to an old way of being. Dress of Alchemy, release your power. Yeah. Cleansing, purification, hydration, absolutely. Transmute any pain into power. Lady with a Bosch egg, ancient wisdom. Okay, getting a bit of a Hierophant energy there. Stability, loyalty, reliability. Okay. Okay. Right. This is the Sweet Love Tea Oracle cards. Let's see. I don't use these very much. Oops. Well, that's spun round. So we had free flight, give one another space to grow individually, release, breathe, clear, but it was in the reverse. There's butterflies in this as well. It's in the reverse. Oh, I'm getting a bit of a codependent kind of vibe here. Because we'll give another one space to grow individually. If you can't grow individually, oh gosh, it's all gonna really oh, that's a strange feeling. That's coming out on top of this, a clear solution. I mean, obviously growth happens later on, so there was something stifling your growth in the past. Possibly to do with your luck or love. But they've kind of got this hermit energy, so it feels like, well, the lantern fairy does feel like you shone light on something, or you illuminated something, or you went within and illuminated something. Sweet allure, embrace the unknown and let love bloom on its own. Mystery, believe, let go. So that's coming out in time. It's time for retreat and rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. I'd hold on way too tight here. It's possible that in the past, because I've got, frankly, my dear, I don't give it that damn. And everything has beauty, but not everyone can see it. There's something about rejection in here. And maybe being drawn to people who, and I'm not saying this is now, this might be in the past, drawn to people who, sorry, words, struggling, weren't interested. But we've got here, under butterfly, we've got hold on me too tight, and we've got seize the moment and let yourself be loved fully, leap forward, movement, speed, progress. So it feels like in the past, you were quite codependent, but you definitely went within. It's time for retreat's almost given like that self-love, loving yourself, looking after yourself. And then we've got this metamorphosis. Maybe you picked people in the past who didn't see you, didn't love you, but pulled you into a pattern that you recognize from your childhood. Protection, taking care of yourself as well as the relationship. Self-care and sanctuary. Release your power. That's what's on top of release your power. Cleansing, purification, and hydration. Okay, this isn't. Oops, that's too many. I only need one, please. Oops, that one. That one. Oh, it's too late. Oh, that's like half the deck. Just one more, please. Don't tell me about ancient wisdom and stability, loyalty, and reliability. In depth. Connecting on a deeper level or complex feelings. Heartfelt, convoluted. Convoluted. Heartfelt. I'm gonna have to look up the meaning of convoluted. That feels really out of place there. It's not where I thought the word convoluted would have went. Okay, let's just ignore that word for the moment. Sometimes these cards can have like spelling mistakes on them and stuff. This is fantastic growth. So what we're starting here is from something that was constricted, restrictive, possibly codependent, something like almost living in each other's pockets, which there's nothing wrong with, but you both need to kind of have your own identity. And this might not be romance, this could be friendships, this could be with family. But I think you recognize this because we've got the lantern fairy here. And then we've kind of got let yourself being loved fully, and then it ends with really in-depth connecting on a deeper level. So there's some growth here, and we've got a metamorphosis in the middle where you've got, you've got wisdom now to recognize who's for you and who's not for you, which is fantastic. And that's, should we just stop it there because that's the story. Don't know what the tarot's going to tell me now. Let's start with the Black Violet Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. It's also an absolute delight to shuffle. Yes. Oops. Oh, the box is on the floor now. Right. That one. It's true. It's three. I'm going to take them anyway. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess. Fantastic. Okay. So you've gone from a Page of Pentacles into Nine of Pentacles, beyond the Empress, into a High Priestess. That's fantastic. So just in case you don't know, the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So here, Page of Pentacles on top of this kind of, what was it? Letting each other breathe and giving each other space in reverse. This feels like energy you had when you were younger. You maybe held on way too tight to relationships. You lost your identity in other people. Almost didn't develop. I'm not saying didn't develop in it. I was about to say it, but I didn't really mean that. I'm not saying you didn't develop an identity of your own, but a lot of your identity was wrapped up in your relationship rather than yourself and being your true authentic self. But then we've gone to the Nine of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy, which is absolutely fantastic, into the High Priestess right in the middle. So this growth you've gone through, this metamorphosis, this butterfly, you've gone to like the High Priestess, which is fantastic, which is just totally feeding into, totally kind of collaborating what we're getting here. You've got more in depth, you've got better connections with people, you've kind of, you stand on business, you take care of yourself. It's just fantastic energy, and you've developed wisdom as well. This is lovely. This is like somebody's life story, and we make the mistakes we do when we're younger, and they teach us something. I mean, when we're 17, 18, we meet people and we think we're going to spend the rest of our life with them. How foolish we are. Knight of Wands. Ooh. Bit of a spicy energy there. That's coming out on top of protection, which was taking care of yourself as well as the relationship. So this can be quite a passionate card. It's one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. This King of Swords, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords is the fastest. This is the second fastest kind of court card. A bit of a passionate action taker. Sometimes can be a bit of a player, more in the reverse, but not always, depends on the energies around the card. I'm getting a really nice vibe from this. I'm not sure if this is you or another person. It might just be that you're able to pull out your kind of passionate, fun, creative side because you're stepping away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That are not for your greatest and highest good. Oh, so followed right by the Knight of Cups. So we've got two knights here. So you're either ready for a fiery, passionate new beginning, and you're ready to offer your cup of love to someone. I think these are everybody, all of the cards on this, except for the Page of Pentacles, are looking at the High Priestess. The Knight of Cups is, the Knight of Wands is, and the Nine of Pentacles. And she's just sitting in the middle, staring straight forward. These are all your energy. Okay. So you might be ready for something, or maybe this is being bold and make it, because we had be bold and make the first move. I mean, sitting in well, we don't have the Empress here, but we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. 4 of Wands, 5 Pentacles. I forget what I was going to say now. Oh, Empresses are meant to attract rather than, chase, but it does feel like there's something that maybe needs a little bit of encouragement. Got the 4 of Wands here. Ooh, this is interesting. So, when you were younger, because this is on top of the Page of Pentacles, I think you saw, because we've got a family here and stability, I think you saw your relationship as stability rather than yourself. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a codependent energy here. I take it as it resonates. This might not be for you. And then I've got the Five of Pentacles. What's interesting about the Five of Pentacles is like there's no door here. She's not trying to get into the church. She's on her own and she's walking away. She's out in the cold, but she's leaving as well. But a little bit of a eight of Cups energy to this one on top of the 9. And again, she's facing the High Priestess and walking away from this Page of Pentacles with the Four of Wands on top. You had to do something on your own. You had to walk away. And maybe, I mean, you might still be in the same relationship, but you had to move away from a way of being, a way of relating to other people. And I think this energy that you were in, this kind of almost holding on, I don't want to say holding on for dear life, but when we're young, we've not developed a sense of ourselves or what's good and what's not good for us. I mean, if we're brought up in healthy households, some people do, but most of us don't. Walking away from this way of being, this way of relating, moved you into your nine of Pentacles pre-Empress energy, and towards being the High Priestess. Five of Pentacles is being out in the cold. It can also be a lack mindset. Why do I have a feeling you've moved away from that lack mindset? Oops, no, that's too many. I just want one, please. Thank you. That one. The Emperor on top of the High Priestess. I love my readings. Every single time in the middle, I just get some whopper amazing cards for the collective. Emperor, Aries energy. This feels like a power couple. This doesn't. Oh wow, my cheeks just flushed. This feels like a power couple. This Emperor standing with a staff in his hand and the world in his hands, and he's looking out over his empire. It could be you. This could just be your relationship with yourself rather than another person. Again, take it how it resonates. It is got seize the moment and let yourself be loved fully. Again, we'd be bold and make the first move here. So this could be you as the High Priestess. You know somebody likes you. Maybe you're just this Emperor, and maybe you're just kind of giving them the all clear. Okay, but we've got the Ten of Wands coming out on top of the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this is about burdens and putting burdens down. I'm just... Now, this Ten of Wands, she has the A Wands in her hands and she's carrying 9 on her back. So it's more like the Ace of Wands with the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. Ace of Wands is like can be a passionate new beginning, a creative new beginning, a creative new spark. So the Emperor here might be a passionate new beginning. Maybe a passionate new beginning with yourself. But the thing about the Ten of Wands is that it's about putting burdens down, and the end is in sight. I mean, to be fair, in this specific one, there's nothing on the horizon, but it could just be out of frame. So, yeah, okay. Let's take one more from this deck, and then we'll swap over. Oops, that one. Oh, it's flipped upside down. Wheel of Fortune. In reverse. Okay. That's interesting. Did I say luck on here? Luck. Do you feel, or does someone in the collective feel that if you make the first move, because this is the Wheel of Fortune reverse is coming out on top of the Knight of Cups, and you know we had the oh yes, totally makes sense now. Totally makes sense. This is about you and your internal world. We've got the Ten of Wands on top of the Knight of Wands, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse on top of the Knight of Cups. This Be Bold and Make the First Move, which was the first card that came out, I think that concept might be really burdening to someone. Partly because you're the wounded warrior. but also because it's almost like you feel like it's bad luck, bad karma, bad juju, juju, or it might bring you bad luck. Strange. Three of Wands, expansion, travel. Two of Wands, it's about making a decision and planning. Three of Wands is about executing that plan and expansion, growth, going out into the world. Kind of just confirming what we've seen already over here. That's on top of the Four of Wands. So yeah, you definitely moved away from that way of being, that way of relating. King of Pentacles on top of the Five of Pentacles on top of the Nine of Pentacles. Is this you? Possible earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, this is the craft cards. I don't know, they're just kind of like traditional cards. They're kind of got like that back on them and they're kind of very traditional. This might be your energy. God, I've got the Emperor again. I've got the Emperor on top of the Emperor. Double Emperor. So I've got the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Emperor. That is some serious, badass, boss-ass energy. I've got shivers. Again, heavy on the Aries energy. Are you also an Emperor? Or Empress? Take it how it resonates. It's just coming out as two Emperors. You seriously metamorphosized something. Well, yourself. Sorry. Right, let's keep going. The Hermit. Okay. So we've got two Emperors here. We've got two people who are equally matched, equally energetically matched, who vibrate at the same level. I'm not sure this King of Pentacles is. That might just be a sign. As in an earth sign. This Hermit's looking at this Emperor. You can see it here. Kind of shining the light on him. We had the Lantern Fairy here again, shining the light on this person. You're looking at this person. You're thinking about this person. You're thinking about this Emperor. And it's almost like you want to go charging in with your fiery wand in your hand and your cup in your hand. But that's what's burdening you. I mean, I'm on the autism spectrum, so flirting with me, is just, unless I know the person likes me, it's like excruciatingly but embarrassing. I think I've got rejection sensitivity, whatever you call it, not disorder. Is it a disorder? I don't know. Page of Wands again. Oh no, I say again. No, it was a Page of Pentacles before. Page of Wands. Oh, so Page of Wands is quite a young energy, quite a young, spicy energy, a little bit the Knight of Wands. Could be youthful energy. This person I think makes you feel quite young, but also having to make the first move or try and flirt or whatever with this person. It's just really, my cheeks are blushing. It just feels really like embarrassing or awkward. But you're looking at this Emperor, you're staring at him. But this is a really hard thing for you to do. But that was the first card. I think because we've got Frankly My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn, and everything has beauty but not everyone can see it. Maybe someone in the collective has that fear of being rejected. And the thing is you just have to take it on the chin. But it's doing that sort of thing is never easy. Especially if you're both Emperors, because you can be quite not distant, what's the word I'm looking for? Ace of Cups, fantastic. You can both be quite um aloof and not show your feelings. We've got the Ace of Cups here, which is lovely. So that's like, you know, couple love. Could be a new beginning in love. I'm blushing. Oops. Got the Fool. Absolutely new beginning, taking a leap of faith on top of the King of Pentacles. I think you might be an Earth sign, or at least you're a King of Pentacles, so you're good with your money. I mean, if you're both Emperors and you're a High Priestess as well, then you're definitely giving your money, but looks like you're going to take a leap of faith with it. Faith? Yeah, a leap of faith with your Cup of Love. Temperance. Oh. Equal give and take, balance, divine union. Oh, that's lovely. My goodness, what beautiful energy down the middle of this reading. Absolutely beautiful. High Priestess, Emperor, Emperor, Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. A lot of fire coming out here. A lot of earth coming out. Hermit's Virgo energy. A lot of earth. So you could be a Virgo just because we've got the King of Pentacles here as well. It doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates. Temperance. Wow. This is a really, if this Emperor you're looking at would be a really bad. Got the Lovers coming out. Aww. Top of the Hermit. You're really thinking about this person, but you're really struggling with giving them a sign that you like them. I mean, it might be that you work in the same place or something, so it's, you know, it's awkward, or, you know, you'd have to see them every day, you know. If it didn't work out, I'm not sure why. But neither of you seem to be giving much away, which is interesting. I'm gonna get, since my readings don't normally take a romantic turn, so I might get some of my hang on, other cards out. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be, this is someone you know at your work, or you work with them, or you work alongside them, or you've met them through your work, depending. So there could be a custom, you know, just something related to work or your occupation, or you really want to work on it with this person as well. Take that as it resonates. I'm going to grab, oh, I'm so stiff, lifting weights. I'm going to take the Romance Angels Oracle cards and just see if we can find out about this Emperor and Emperor a little bit more. Oops, no, we don't want to shuffle the book, Karen. Come on. Right. So tell me about this Emperor and Emperor. And the Lovers and Temperance. It just feels like a really nice, really peaceful energy. It's maybe not these cards. Come on. Maybe they just don't want, maybe I should just stop it there. Oh, that's half the deck on the floor. And the top card is a flirt. Come on, just flirt. I'm terrible at it as well. Sorry, I was assuming you were terrible at it. You might be absolutely fantastic at it. I'm just, yeah, I'm not very good. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay. There's possibly, oops, an opportunity coming up. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Interesting. You maybe don't see this person very often. Maybe they come into the office, like, maybe see them once a month or something. Maybe you work remotely. Yeah, okay. Something to do with work or working on it. One more, please. You deserve love. You are lovable. Which is interesting because everything has beauty, but not everyone can see it. And just because if somebody's rejected you in the past, it doesn't mean you're not worthy of love. Especially if you've had bad experiences with people. Okay, that was a lovely reading. Okay, well, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening. I really, really appreciate any likes, comments, hypes, subscriptions. Massively appreciate it. This is a very new channel. And I'm now up to 54 subscribers, which is just, a little heady there. Uh, I'm just not talking to the void anymore. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all again soon, okay? Bye-bye. Oops, hang on. This mouse just goes to sleep when I'm not using it. There we go. Right, bye.